The Bible tells us that Elkanah from the hill country of Ephraim, Rematem Zophim, had two wives, Hannah and Peninnah. Now one woman is trouble enough. This brother had two. Two wives. And you understand, brother, one woman is a handful. But this brother had two. So now as the wives are introduced, we get the impression that Hannah was the first wife. She was mentioned first. But as we go to the next line, Hannah, who was the first wife, is mentioned second. Because it says, but Peninnah, and it starts with Peninnah. It says, Peninnah had children, but Hannah had none. So as the wives are introduced, Hannah is first. As their maternal status is mentioned, Hannah, who was first, becomes second. Now if, it doesn't matter, if both of us are running a race, and you come first, I come what? Last. Hannah was first. When it comes to her marital status, she's now last. Now, and Hannah has been demoted from first place to last place. Why? Because she had no children. The Lord had closed her womb. Did you see that? Because God is sovereign. Because He does what He wants, when He wants, how He wants, with whom He wants, He made an executive decision to close Hannah's womb. That's the type of God He is. This is a lot of power. Imagine having power to open one womb and to close another. That's power. To declare fertility on one woman and barrenness on another. That's the sovereignty of God. And this may have been the reason why Peninnah became a wife, because Hannah could bear no children. Now women, walk around in Hannah's shoes for a bit. Feel her pain. Understand her sense of shame. The emptiness, the disappointment in herself, not being able to give her husband a child. Appreciate her frustrations towards God for withholding the one gift every Israelite woman seeks for, is to have a male child. And chances are this male child could be the Messiah. But men, you can probably identify to some degree with the plight of Hannah. Just imagine you live in a society where your wife could take on another husband if you can bear no children, if you can't give her children. How many of us would be happy to live with a situation like that? Most of us wouldn't even want to walk in society if that was our lot. We'd hang our heads in shame as men if our wives had to take on another man because we were sterile. So try to identify with the hurt that Hannah is going through. This is the impact the executive decision God has had on Hannah. Denying her the ability to have children, Hannah's experience became bitter. Consider a culture in which having a child is paramount to their sense of identity and purpose. Consider the cultural, the theological, the social,